and we'll be fine. Right. There we go. Right, so everyone, welcome to Shooting the Shit, episode 123. 123. Yes. I don't even know what I've been doing. What have I been doing? Oh yeah, Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm, because like Blizzard and all the rest of them thought to get people to play Heroes of the Storm, we would give people free skins and stuff in Overwatch if they complete certain challenges in the Storm. Thanks, Blizzard. That means I have to play this fucking game that I don't really want to play, but it's okay because I get free stuff for the other thing. So, like, but you have to do
virtual hats. The things people will do for virtual hats.
Not, but God damn it, it's not virtual hats. It's proper skins for your waifu. Okay.
Virtual hats.
It's not virtual hats. It's
virtual hat.
Proper thing. It's
a proper virtual hat.
There you go. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, a hat your hat you wear over your skin. How is it not a hat?
Because I like.
Can't explain that. Said the cat.
A hat's just a shitty hat. Okay. Skins are like a whole suit, and I like the suits. And there's a blue one.
Suit is just a bigger hat.
No, there's a blue one that I want for Mercy, because like that's the main character.
Don't care.
You play all the time.
Care.
Want that one because blue's my favourite colour, and it looks good.
What you're literally saying is you do something you don't want to do for a piece of digital artwork, right?
The game's okay. The game's okay.
For no particular. No. Well, you know, you're the one bitch about it. I wouldn't care either way because I wouldn't do something that retarded. My time is precious. I know you have nothing better to do in your life, but there you go.
No, that's not what it is. Anyway, I used to
just
play.
Accept it. Just accept it.
I used to play.
It's quicker and easier. You know, if you just agree with me.
Anyway, it's quicker and easier. Because I used to play. So, and I'll get more people playing because it's free. So just ask them to jump in and play. It's only like 3 games you have to play every week. It's not that much. And it's not a bad game. It just gets boring after a while. Like every other game.
So it's a game. This is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a game that's...
It's a game that's a game.
It's a game that I want to play to get loot in another game.
Yes. I don't understand this modern world. Go back to things are simple.
I don't like that they've done it. I would rather play the game that I want to play instead.
Just do that then.
No, because then I don't get enough loot boxes. See, what they've
done... Who
gives
a fuck about loot boxes?
What? Because it's the loot boxes that have got the stuff in them that you want.
Why do you want it?
Because I've already explained this.
No, you haven't. You haven't explained why you want this. Why do you want it?
Because I want a blue skin for my waifu. Because it looks good. Because I want the skins.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Why would you... Oh my god, I don't understand you kids. You're my fucking age, I don't understand you.
It's only one...
What is wrong with people?
It's only one...
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Or one character. I'm not wanting all the other skins for the other characters. Couldn't give a fuck. I just like this one. And I want it. That's it. That's the only reason. I could pay $50 to buy loads of fucking boxes.
You could. Why the fuck would you do that though?
Exactly.
That's a lot of money for boxes.
Stop encouraging these fuckers. Stop it.
I know, I hate
Stop going to shitty movies. I know you don't anyway. Stop buying fucking shit off Candy Crush. Stop buying shit off games you paid full price for fuck's sake. Just stop it. It's your fault. You, and I don't mean you, Morn, I mean everyone out there who's listening who does this shit. You are ruining everything. Stop fucking doing it. When you're on your phone, don't walk in the middle of the fucking street. I will slap your phone out of your hands and it will smash into an pieces because I will then stamp on that phone I stand in your hands. I will then slap you in the face and push you in the middle of the street.
What if I donated? What if I got money with the Pokemon Go stuff?
I don't care.
That's
Okay.
free though.
No, Pokemon Go's free, but then like they have like little egg incubators that last longer and
Yeah, I'd rather spend my money on drugs if I'm going to be wandering around on the street doing stuff, right?
Yeah, so would I. Just get
no,
and wonder
no,
about
I want the egg incubators.
Just do what I done in Birmingham, okay? Get fucking pissed. Try and get back to your fucking hotel when there's 5 of them in the same city.
No, this sounds like the game sounds much better. I don't know what you're talking about. The game sounds much better.
This was actually fun. Actually, it was fucking awful.
When I had Candy Crush, I spent $2 within like a year that I had it, and that was like it. I spent like $2.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've
spent like 50 on Pokemon Go.
Yeah, but you didn't spend 50 to get the game in the first place, which is what you do with Overwatch, right? Overwatch is a price game, and then you've got the top to pay for.
That's true.
So I think that's more what he was going for. Fucker, stop doing that. Yeah. So there's that. So I've played a couple of games of Heroes of the Storm. But I did play way back. Like, you'll see I had codes for the beta version and stuff. But Aerith Radio were giving them away and shit. So I have played it, but I've not played it in a long time, and this has sort of got me back to playing it a wee bit again. So yeah, that's about it. And I can't remember what else I said. Oh, and I watched Rogue One. It's quite good. Surprised. I liked it as much. Enjoyed it. It's
Very nice.
It's not like Force Awakens that I thought was a bit too. It's a bit meh, and it was a bit too close to A New Hope. Right, it's basically like a remake of A New Hope. Rogue One was mostly just action and about like the troops on the ground and stuff, sort of, and less about the Jedi and stuff. And it leads right up to the start of A New Hope, like properly right up to the start of A New Hope. And it's really quite good. I enjoyed it. It's like a Star Wars, like a new Star Wars. I think if they can do that, like new stories inside Star Wars universe, they do more of that, I'd be happy. And it did feel like a Star Wars movie. It wasn't like a Phantom Menace or anything like that. It actually felt properly actiony,
like a real Star Wars movie.
Yeah, like when the first time I seen A New Hope when I was a kid, it's like, yeah, there's like Jedi and fucking ships and laser guns and yeah, and Rogue One's basically like that, except it doesn't have Jedi. So it has Darth Vader, but that's about it.
Who was added in at the studio's behest.
Yeah. So yeah, it's quite good. You've probably heard about the CGI bits and stuff, like the guy's face, because he's dead and he couldn't act, obviously.
Yes. Well, for one thing, Peter O'Toole, right? I mean, he was old at the time the films came out. He would be like 100, right, if he was still around. Right, Grand Moff Tarkin. He was actually played by what's his name? David Prowse, who was Scorpius in Farscape, and he was actually excellent as a he's a great actor. He looked very much like Grand Moff Tarkin. He only appears in the prequels as Grand Moff Tarkin, though, and he doesn't have any speaking lines. Apparently he did, but they're cut. So that would have been a good choice. I mean, it's a case of, yeah, we get it. You can do this in CGI, but, you know, I think we're all willing to suspend our disbelief and accept the fact that, yes, these people are old as fuck. We understand this. This is how we're willing to accept that some other actor playing a role doesn't look exactly like some other person, right? We get it. We get it. This is a film. Right? It's not reality.
Right. What they could have done, though, was use that guy that you've just mentioned and sort of CGI him up, touch him up with CGI instead of having the whole thing CGI, because you could spot it. Like, it was so... like, some bits were okay, but some bits you were like... like, it looked like... it was really good. It was like Square Enix's CGI, like the really good stuff that basically as close as you can get to real. But when you see
Nobody needs that shit. Nobody needs that shit. This is the point, though.
No, but this is the thing, right? When you see it side by side with a real actor, you can spot it a mile off. Like, it looks really brilliant, right? But
just cast someone else. It looks a bit like them. Why is this so fucking hard to understand, Hollywood? Right? You don't need to employ 10,000 fucking animators. Just get some guy who kind of looks like the bloke you're trying to have playing as a younger or older person, and fucking use them. My God.
And then you could also use like a little bit of makeup to help them look a little bit more.
Yeah, and you could do CGI on the face as well. Like, you could have like wee bits of the CGI on the face. It would look better. Like, it would actually look much better if you've got a real thing there.
They did.
Well, I'm sure they did have a stand-in, right? It was probably Andy Serkis, for Christ's sake. He does all of it. But yeah.
No, I don't mean it like that, though. I mean just a wee section for the CGI. Like, a guy that looks like the guy you're trying to do, and maybe just have makeup. And if the makeup's not good enough, then you could do a wee bit of CGI on it as well.
Right, but the point I'm making is treating it like, maybe it is the case now that people are just more stupid, but it's like, you're watching a fucking movie about a galaxy far, far away a long, long time ago, right? It's just what might be called a soft sci-fi or science fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Epic about, you know, great galactic battles, heroes and villains, and all that sort of stuff, right? It's not about whether, unless we have this guy looking exactly the same as this other person, then, you know, people are going to be confused. It's like, no, they're not, right? Not if you've made a good film, not if you've made a good story, right? People get it. It's a bit like in Star Trek Nemesis, where for some fucking retarded reason, right, they have obviously they have the young Picard played by Tom Hardy, I think, right, one of his earlier roles.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, they decided that in a photograph of him as a young man, he was going to be bald, right? Because apparently people are too stupid to understand male pattern baldness as a thing. It's like, we wouldn't understand that as Picard as a young man because he's got fucking hair. It's like, this is the thing, right? This is how you know that filmmakers are retarded, or at least they think their audiences are completely retarded, and this is why TV drama is so much better, because they don't assume their audience is completely retarded. Because the TV show certainly didn't do that. When the TV show had a young Picard, motherfucker had hair. And that happened twice, right? There was once where they all got turned into younger selves by a fucking transporter accident.
Yeah, I remember.
And they were played by actual kids. And there was another one where Q was goading Picard, and Picard said he would do things differently in the past because he had an artificial heart and there was some accident that shot him. Q took him back in time, and then he went for the whole thing again where he got stabbed by a Nausicaan. All that shit, right? And again, when he looks in the mirror, he's a young man, he's got fucking hair, right? Patrick Stewart had fucking hair. If you watch I, Claudius, the motherfucker had hair. There was a time when the motherfucker had hair. You can understand these things, right? So you don't need to have You don't need to have a fucker who looks exactly the fucking same. You don't need to CGI this shit. Just have a fucking actor. Accept the fact the audience will be able to accept that this person is the fucking character, right? Just do it. Just don't fuck around with this shit. Spend time on your fucking characters and story, and not this fucking pointless CGI shit.
Look, I'm telling you, the movie's actually good. Okay, it's actually quite good. It works. It's a nice new Star Wars movie. Okay, it's fine. That's the only bit that sort of.
I reserve judgment until I've seen it.
Well, it's worth seeing. Definitely say it. Look, Force Awakens.
I'm not going to pay for it.
No,
I'm waiting for it to come out one of the streaming services.
It's probably out. Because it was on Blu-ray, I seen it. So The Force Awakens, I would say maybe like a 5. I didn't like it. I didn't get it. Didn't get why they fucking just made A New Hope. It was annoying me. I wanted like a new Star Wars, right?
Well, because new things don't get made. New things do not get made.
It's new.
This is Hollywood. If you want to see something that takes risks, you watch television, right? You don't watch Hollywood. There's too much money to be fucking made, right?
And I'm telling you.
Besides, the Chinese haven't seen this shit before, right? And that's where they get all the fucking money now. They don't give a fuck about Western audiences.
Exactly.
If you want to see something that's new and entertaining, you have to stay away from the big blockbuster shit. It's gonna be the same shit for a while until China starts getting bored of that shit, and I'll have no choice but to do something new again.
Well, trust me.
The days of getting a Terminator or fucking RoboCop or Total Recall pop up every now and again. Or Predator, anything like that, it's not going to happen. What will happen is there'll be a redo of that exact same thing with different people, and you'll fucking hate it because it's a shit, shallow imitation of what it was, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Rogue One wasn't. It was well done. It was actually quite well done for what it was trying to do. It fucking pulled off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I was surprised myself because at the start I went into it sort of like and some of it is like the start, but once it gets going, it's just like the old Star Wars movies. It's like when you go and watch, say you went in A New Hope for the first time again. That's sort of what it was like. It was like going in to see a decent Star Wars movie again. That. It's like a new Star Wars story. Well, that's quite. I thought I was.
I mean, this is the thing, right? I've seen. Basically, it's still the same problem. It's safe. If you want to, again, if you.
It's not a shit.
Right, but it's like
it's
being adequate is not particularly impressive to me, right?
No, I'm saying
it's like okay, it's adequate, great. I don't give a fuck. Why would I waste my time on something barely adequate?
I'm not saying no. Barely adequate was the last ones. This one's actually quite good. Like it's quite good, even for a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
It's up with the best.
That's the thing, right? You see, I mean, it's just a fucking. It's just, I mean, at this point, it's like for some reason, it's become a cult, and it's like, okay, I love the first 3 movies, and the reason for that is because I watch them today, and I still enjoy them. Right.
Right. I'm saying now, this one is like that.
Like now, if that is the case, I don't watch too many movies more than once. The modern ones. There are a couple which I thought were fantastic. Deadpool comes to mind as an action film. Probably one of the few in a long while that I've been like, yes, this is a film I can see myself. This is a film I can see myself watching multiple times.
That's what I'm saying about Rogue One. I'm saying it's one of the Star Wars ones. You could, in fact,
I doubt that somehow.
I might do this at one time. Okay, I might go to watch Rogue One, watch Star Wars A New Hope, and do it that way, because it fits right in just before A New Hope, and it takes you right up to the start of A New Hope. So you could watch Rogue One, and then put in Star Wars 4, and it can go in that way to watch your Star Wars movies. It can go right in where it's supposed to be. It fits in just about perfectly. It's good. It's a good Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
And
whatever.
I'm surprised. That's all. It's like, yeah, it's worth watching. Anyway, yeah. So if you like Star Wars, probably give that one a watch. And I've not said that about a Star Wars movie for a while. So, take it or leave it, whatever. Will we get this fucking Daily Beast thing? Who's reading it? I'm not.
Deus is, because he's got an awesome voice.
Okay.
Bless you.
I take it. You want me to show this on the screen then?
Yeah, show it.
Right, hang on. Okay. Where is it? Right. That one. I'm going to share it on the screen. You should have it up anyway. Oh, yeah. Well, I remember Willow. Willow was good.
You familiar with the concept of dead air?
Yeah. Sorry.
But why you shouldn't have it?
Why do you think I've got a co-host?
Narwhal sounds like she's dying.
I'm okay.
Still need
I'm
to
still
increase the
getting
volume.
over that like sickness I had, and like now I still occasionally cough.
Yeah, if you could try and increase the volume of your microphone, it would.
Yeah, you're pretty light. You're lucky I heard you.
Yeah, I'm still trying to.
Okay, on the right hand bottom side of the screen where the time is, there should be a speaker icon.
Where the time is.
Yeah. I take it you're on Windows, right?
Oh my god. Can we just get through this?
Yeah, just you read.
Fine. You take it to somewhere else, and I'll read this motherfucker then. If we must.
Right, the Republican
But-
parliament.
Yeah, do you want me to read or not, motherfucker?
Yes.
Make up your mind, time. Make up your mind, fucking
Hurry
Morpheus.
up and read.
Right.
Let's read.
Shut your black ass up, Lawrence Fishburne. I'm gonna take the red pill. Don't give me any bullshit warnings.
No.
You wanted me to take the red pill. You wanted that.
No.
Right, the Republican lawmaker who secretly created Reddit's women-hating red pill. I didn't know there was such a medication available, but here we go. A web of secret online identities connect the creator of the misogynistic red pill forum to a New Hampshire state representative. Okay, don't care about New Hampshire. Bonnie Baccarasi. Or Baccaris, I don't know, don't care. Last November, voters in New Hampshire's Lakes region re-elected to the State House of Representatives a man who appears to be one of the secret architects of the internet's, should be a capital I there, love, misogynistic manosphere. Manosphere, hand of fate, that's what it is, love. The homegrown son of a preacher man, 31-year-old Robert Fisher, is the only man who could reach her, is a Republican who represents New Hampshire's Belknap. What fucking kind of name is that anyway? Belknap County District 9, which is where all the crab people go. In addition to his legislative duties, Fisher owns a local computer repair franchise. How fucking evil is that? And in his spare time seems to have created the web's most popular online destination for pickup artistry and men's rights activists. Two groups of people who fucking hate each other. The Red Pill, according an investigation by the Daily Beast. According, as in, see, I think they need to do some proofreading of this. In addition to his Fisher, and in his spare time, seems to have created the web's most popular online destination for pickup artistry and men's rights activists, the Red Pool, according an investigation, as in it compelled you to investigate. I don't know. Whatever. That's not particularly clear. Proofreading would help. An investigation into Fisher's online aliases found a trail of posts linking the lawmaker to the username _PK_atheist. The creator. Why is that underscored? It's not a link. It is a link. It's archive to Ask TRP. Okay, fine. An online Reddit community of nearly 200,000 subscribers opposed itself as a discussion of sexual strategy in a culture increasingly lacking a positive identity for men. Well, you are you are kind of proving his point there, love. So yeah. A post by PK Atheist in the early days of the forum advertises the author's blog, Dating American, a blog that immediately precipitated the establishment of the Red Pill in 2012, and which was dedicated to the woes of dating in American culture. On the About the Author section of Dating America, the author, who calls himself Desmond, promotes 2 other blogs he's authored in quotation marks for some reason. Either he did author them or he didn't. I don't know why that needs to be quoted. Existential Vortex and Explain God. Okay. Performing a search the unique URL for existential.
What?
What are you doing?
Yeah,
What?
I think you cut out a little. I think you cut out a little or something.
Who? No, that.
Well,
I can see the thing popping up on the. Who's the person? Eve. It was Eve. Whoever spoke there.
Oh.
It was. Yeah, I seen it move. I don't know what it was.
Test. Speak, or forever hold one's peace. No? Okay, I'll continue then. Where the fuck was I? Yes, performing a search and unique blah blah Christian message board, advertising the blog, the extension test. The post written on the alias interested, provided the keystone and connected PR, whatever. First, the post revealed the user as the authentic, blah blah blah. Secondly, by blah 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 blah. Whatever. Okay. Don't care. This is boring. Very once caution another user to invest in a decent throwaway account. Blah 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 blah. Is there anything fucking interesting here? Right, it just goes on. We know who this person is. Great. I don't care. Blah blah blah. Fisher denied their participation, claiming not to know the Red Pill. Blah blah blah. Okay. Joseph is attractive who owns a small empire, calling his Facebook his CEO, same day computer, which blah 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 blah. This is basically all fucking boring as shit. Fisher purchased blah blah blah. There is nothing here of interest. I don't know. What supposed to you get?
The Red Pill movie was good, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. She just goes on. This is a guy. I don't like this guy. Here's why this guy is this other guy who's in some forum, and it just goes on and on.
Fucking hell, it does.
Oh, here we go. This is here's some juicy stuff. Okay, Youssef and Fisher aren't the only New Hampshire politicos to have espoused anti-feminist beliefs. In 2015, New Hampshire State Representative Al Baldessaro, a Republican, publicly mocked the breasts of fellow female lawmakers in the name of protecting family values. I don't even know how that happens, but there you go. The comments stemmed from disagreement over a bill offered solely by male lawmakers that would make it illegal for women to purposely expose their areolas in public for breastfeeding or other purposes. Not entirely sure what those other purposes could be other than to flash your titties. Frankly, but
there's only 2 purposes. You're either like flashing your tits or you're breastfeeding. And only one of them should be acceptable in public places, really, or not even that. Like you can get like when you're breastfeeding, you get like one of those blankets, and then you can just, you know. That's what I would do.
I think it's a bit silly, all in all, but it's like whatever as far as I'm concerned.
To be fair,
breastfeeding's like natural, and when the kid's hungry, you got to feed it. You know, just get a blanket. You can get like certain blankets that are perfectly made for that or whatever.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't give a shit if women were walking with their tits out all the time, but that's just me. Maybe that I don't know. Apparently, that must be a feminist perspective implicitly from this. So there you go.
I wouldn't know what to do with your eyes. Though. Would you know what? Just look at the titties.
I would look at the titties. That's fine. I'll walk around with my tits out as well.
There you go. That's fair. That's equal.
Exactly. That's equal. What's the problem? Unless it's cold, like today, it was a particularly pleasant. Anyway, the point is it's about choice. Now, to continue, and yet Fisher's past comments on a host of Reddit forums are arguably far more disturbing than what his colleagues have said in public. He blasted women for their subpar intelligence. Women, know your limits. You know what I'm referring to, Mornblade. He said that women's personalities are lackluster and boring, serving little purpose in day-to-day life. And Fisher once commented, "It is literally the female body that makes enjoying these things worth it." In a state with one representative to every 3,200 people, many of Fisher's female constituents are likely to know him personally.
To be fair, he's
Whether
not
or
wrong.
not they know he once posted about women online. Those comments were just the start. Dun, 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 in a world where this is just a start. He's posted more stuff. And he'll keep on posting until he stopped. Okay, scroll you motherfucker. Chrome's being slow. It's all these fucking adverts. This is why I use Firefox mostly. Anyway, fucking adverts. On a sidebar, I fucking hate, especially because these ones are all fucking like 4K fucking videos or something. It's like, is that really necessary? Is that fucking necessary? I don't think it is it? Right. Okay.
Where are we? I don't know where we are. You've not done the red pill bit, have you? Or have you?
Oh. Wait, where did he go?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh no. I've seen the red pill.
Do you know where he was? He might pop back, but
yeah, I'm not sure where he was.
I'm not either. Oh well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
I was trying to look on screen, and now I'm like, I don't know where he was at all.
Because I've read some of this and I can't see where he was.
Yeah.
And he was complaining about adverts and stuff. And there's no adverts on my page, so you couldn't have been reading it from here.
I thought he was reading it from your thing.
You couldn't have been, because I've got no.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know then. So I thought he was reading it from your thing. I was looking at your I thought that's where you had your thing up, because that's where I like to read it from. So now I don't know where he was at. He's come back.
Yeah, that's fucking.
No, there you go.
This is why I love. This is why I fucking love adverts, right? It's like completely fucked me over, right? This is what I fucking love. You know, I really want to buy stuff from fucking websites that completely destroy my PC. That's what I love. I love doing that. I love giving money to those websites.
Yeah.
I don't need a fucking million car adverts.
Why are you
Can't
not
even fucking drive, you cunts?
Why are you not using AdBlock or uBlock?
No, well, because I only use Chrome basically for the Hangouts. That's basically it. It's slightly more convenient.
You get uBlock for Hangouts.
Fuck it. That's why I do everything else in Firefox, right? Because I've got Firefox set up the way I fucking want. So you always have more than one browser. I have Internet Explorer as well. Right, I use that occasionally for other things. It's like
blocking them all.
The theory of the web as a single unified platform is not going to happen as long as people are writing things, because there's always a way to just fuck everything up. Anyway, point is, where the fuck are we? You'll have to send me the link again because it's gone in the Hangouts now.
I don't know where you are.
If you would, just send me the fucking link again. Send me the fucking link again. Send me the fucking link again. That's it. Well done. Learning to copy and paste.
Countdown.
Could be a very productive evening.
Countdown. We'll get there.
I will not calm down. I will not calm down until every fucking advert is destroyed in a fire. My God.
Use uBlock.
Absolute fucking.
Use you.
I use Firefox. No, I don't there was a specific reason why I don't put anything on Chrome. It's because
sorry, 1 second.
of certain things that I need to be just fucking bare bones, right? I don't want to set any of that shit up. This is why I use Firefox for everything else, because I've set up all this random shit on Firefox specifically. So I have 2 different sets of browsers with 2 different sets of configuration.
Copy and paste the fucking link and put it in
I
Firefox.
just have. I wasn't expecting a million fucking adverts to come up with fucking videos playing continuously, so I couldn't even fucking scroll the motherfucker. I wasn't expecting that shit. Because only a fucking retard would do that on their website. Do you want people to read your fucking articles? Right? How the fuck could you... What? What is going on? What is wrong with people?
This is brilliant.
Oh my god. Right. I don't even know where the fuck I was. Let's find something that is not shit. Right, I was somewhere around here. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, taking the red pill. We're at this point.
Right.
I need a red pill. Preferably one that causes some sort of hallucinogenic effect. When the red pill was established in October 2012, Fisher was mere weeks away from losing his first campaign, in which he ran as a Democrat. By the time he finally won a seat in New Hampshire House in November 2014, the red pill community had grown from fewer than 500 readers to 83,000. Only an intermittent contributor to the community, blah, 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 who cares? Red pill borrows its name from the scene in The Matrix, yes, we know. In Manosphere speak, the Robert Hole is famous and blah, yeah, war, men, who cares? In reality, the feminine imperative reigns, masculinity is its victim. As a result, the powerful old gender dynamics, formerly seen as beneficial, such as man, have had all that disappear. But female exploitation of potential, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Can't speak about these things, obviously, with any sort of interest or expectation or comparison or cultural analysis. It's just, you're right, I'm wrong, whoever, right.
That's
okay, I'm back.
Red pill.
Anyway,
like
the red pill guide...
Why it's called the red pill, right?
Yeah, I know why it's called the red pill. Anybody who doesn't know why it's called the red pill is under 30 and consequently of no interest to me.
Yeah, she's... No, but I'm saying the writer just proves she doesn't know what the red pill is.
Of course she doesn't.
Go again then, explain that one.
She proved that in the title.
Explain how she doesn't know what that is. But it's from the scene, it is from the scene in The Matrix, right?
Yeah. But she...
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about she doesn't know what the movie's about.
No,
I missed part of the conversation.
It's not about what the movie's about, though. She gets the reference.
I don't think this is... I'm not sure. It hasn't mentioned the movie yet. Yeah. Just the Red Pill forum on Reddit. I don't think this is necessarily connected. I think... Well, this is the problem when you use a generic term, right? It's going to pop up in more than one context. Anyway... The red pill guides men as they become accustomed to this new reality. It advocates self-improvement, how terrible the importance of diet, exercise, and constant learning, which are all terrible things. But this community also subscribes to the belief that women lack both intelligence and substance. I mean, they are mostly women are most like ghosts. I mean, they do lack physical substance. You see, they're fairly translucent. You can actually see through them. I mean, you just need to open your eyes, right? It's like on a bright day, it's like, ooh. You're not really blocking out the sun all that well. I'm going to need to get more than one of you in a line in order for that to work.
She doesn't get what
we're on the blah blah blah. It's darkest sexual hope. Its darkest sections are heavy with rape, denial, and apology. Yeah, I'm sure there are a load of fucking ridiculous things being said because there's ridiculous. It's very rare I find anything said by anyone of any community that doesn't have a lot of fucking bullshit, right? Because people love that shit. Easy answers, lack of questions, answers. The questions are never important. How you get the answers are never important. Why you have the questions, why you want to get the answers. These things are not of any interest to most people. And consequently, it doesn't matter what it is, you're going to get shit like this, regardless of what our issue it is and what side of the issue it is. Most of the people on choosing any side, it's almost completely arbitrary as far as I can see.
Well, it's just shit posting sometimes, right? Sometimes you just say something.
Some people are shit posting, right? Right, but you can tell there's a difference, right? That is essentially being somebody who's a bystander looking at this shit and taking the piss out of it. That's not the same thing. lawn.
Or someone be sarcastic.
That would be like me. I'm looking
up and writing.
Right.
Like,
that's not quite the same thing.
No, well, but if she's an idiot, she might not get that some people might be being sarcastic.
Right, but
that's true.
I have no.
A lot of feminists like just take sarcastic things and pretend, oh, they're harassment, they're abusive. They really think this, even though it's clearly a sarcastic thing.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of feminists.
That's what you're talking about, because
yeah, I mean, we have to see the context.
There are certainly people who it's PUAs more than they like to say men's rights activists. Really, it's PUAs that certainly do hold these sort of views, because because basically they're all about trying to get laid. So
yeah, I've seen a lot of
theory. They have a theory about women, but that basically conforms to this these concepts, which is so. But they get conflated with men's rights activists simply because.
Yeah, well, I was going to say like the MGTOW, the people, the extreme MGTOWs and stuff get conflated with men's rights activists.
Another.
That's another.
MGTOW's another thing altogether.
I know, but I've seen a lot of feminists be like. Even though it's like a MGTOW thing, they put the two together, MGTOW and MRA, even though those two things are not together. I've seen feminists do that. I will like quite often, actually.
All the time. They do it with PUAs, MGTOW, and men's rights activists. They think they're all the same. They're not. They're completely free, completely different groups.
It's either that, or the reason for doing it, whether knowingly or not, is the fact that MRAs are actually generally interested in actual action, practical action, like how can we make access better for fathers, how can we give men a better deal over divorce and all, actual issues. How do we get society to recognize what was that? Who farted into the microphone?
No, I don't know what that was.
That was Eve.
Can you hear me,
man?
Yeah.
Is it better
now?
There
we go.
Yes.
You're a lot louder. That's great.
You are of a volume, love, that is adequate for my ears to sensitively respond, so that my brain can interpret those pressure waves as words. So that shall be adequate for the time being.
Yay. There we go. You fixed that. Hey.
Yay.
Yeah, it works well.
Welcome
Good. This is... Right, okay. What else we got? Oh, yeah. Of the several notorious red pillars who frequent the forum, Milo Yiannopoulos. Not particular. Is he a red pillar? I'm pretty sure he doesn't really give that much fuck. He's certainly not a pickup artist, right? Gay men who are attractive don't need to really play at it.
The thing is that a lot of people use the red pill analogy. A lot of people. The MRAs use the red pill analogy. MGTOW use it. Just people on that side use it. So you can't just call somebody a red pillar. That's not a thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know in what sense Milo Yiannopoulos would be a red pillar. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, these are it's like trying to lump it all together.
It's like saying I'll tell you what it is. It's taking a flat earther who says, look, I've taken the red pill, and taking somebody who's like, I've taken the red pill on the sexual dynamics between men and women, and saying those are the same thing.
Yes, there you go.
Right? It's like the flat earther and the guy talking about sexual politics. They haven't got any crossover whatsoever. But they might both use the term "take the red pill." Say, look, I've broken free from reality, man. I know the government is controlling this shit. This is just an illusion. You've taken the blue pill. I've taken the red pill. I know the fucking world is flat, motherfucker. Bible say it flat.
Well,
Bible say it flat. It flat. If the Bible say it flat, it flat.
I have to say, the first time I heard the term "the red pill," it was definitely from the men's rights people, and it's like the red pill, the movie, right? That's what I always thought it was. So I think she either knows that that's what it is, or she's conflating it to these other bad people. So she can just
right. But that's the thing. But this is exactly what happens, right? Everything, it just becomes a blob. The blob just absorbs everything into it until all these words are completely meaningless. They're just it's like since I was recently talking about the Bible, of interest is how many different entities are actually conflated into a single one, known as the devil, Beelzebub, Lucifer, the morning star, serpent in the garden, etc., etc. All of which are different characters, but have been conflated over time into being a single entity, despite that represents evil in some form, except for they're not really at all. But it's essentially the same concept.
Isn't that the same concept as Valid and Playlor turning like Dracula, and like there's loads of stories about vampires. Dracula's like the main one, and then it went to Valid and Paler was Dracula and other things like that. So
you mean like
I
everything?
have no idea what you're talking about.
Hitler? Like when everything I don't like is Hitler?
No. This is I'm talking about different characters. In my example, I'm simply referring to the Bible because there are various characters in the Bible who have all been conflated into one character that most people recognize as the devil with the big horns and the hooves, cloven feet, and all that sort of stuff going on. But that's not representative of the reality of what the books are saying at all. But it happens all the same. In the same way, you could say, right, you're conflating all these different groups of people who have actually very different perspectives on things, and saying they're all exactly the same thing.
Like gamer.
And well, yeah, exactly. And this is where it's bad to read it, but I don't see where Milo Yiannopoulos fits into this at all. Really.
He's a right winger.
Well, it's more the fact that as a gay man, he doesn't really have the same sexual politics with women. So why would he need to take the red pill? Right? He's got a dog in that fight, to say to use the phrase. Right? To him, one way or the other, it doesn't matter. He's fucking men. He's not fucking women. Right?
Well, to be fair, he might have.
He's not going to go to divorce court and haggle over women over kids, right? He might end up in a divorce court with another man, but given his sexual proclivities, I doubt that would happen.
Right, and he's not going to try and fight for kids, right? So.
Yeah, this is basically my point.
I don't think he has, but he's done some other men's right things. But I don't think he's focused on children. He's focused on education and in Muslims right now. That's what he focuses on. Men's education,
yeah, he's got that scholarship.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Scholarship.
Yeah.
All right. So to actually get on what the paragraph says. Right, so it says basically.
I just want to say one thing, because I know Nick is listening, and I want him to know that I have pizza right now. Okay, continue.
I had that.
I don't care about your pizza. Yiannopoulos recently resigned from his post as senior editor at Breitbart News, following comments he made that were interpreted on both sides of the political aisle as condoning paedophilia and child molestation. On Facebook, Yiannopoulos contended that his comments were selectively edited and taken out of context, which is highly likely, since that I have rarely seen anything quoted on anything on any topic that has not been in some way taken out of context for the purpose of it. And that is not a left or right thing. That is simply apparently the law of the universe. Later in a news conference announcing his resignation, Yiannopoulos stated that some of his comments were simply wrong. Well, yeah, I mean, he was talking about shit on the drunken peasants some time ago that made a lot of people go, huh? Like that when he was talking about his sexual activities as a child, essentially. A frequent reader of the Red Pill, Yiannopoulos is popular among subscribers, which is not surprising as brands resonates with the community that also blames feminism and subjugating men as second-class citizens. Yiannopoulos, a gay man who in his AMA described trans people as having a brain disease, which could be literally interpreted as being true, right? I mean, the thing is the basic problem is when it comes to mental disorders, essentially a mental disorder is a disease, right? Now you could say all kinds of one of the big problems is you can say all kinds of things are diseases. The question is, what is a normally functioning brain? Now obviously normal may not necessarily mean beneficial. So a abnormally functioning brain that confers somebody some advantage is obviously, regardless of its normality, is a better alternative, right? To
like those that guy that can do math in his head really fast.
Well, exactly. You tend to find but you also tend to find that for cases like that, somebody who, because it does tend to be regions of the brain that are overactive or underactive, and the dynamics that causes some particular quality to come out and other qualities to be repressed. So generally, these things come with positive and negative consequences, right? It's rarely ever simply like you get +2 intelligence, like in an RPG or something. Right? It rarely works that way.
I forgot to stop the YouTube thing. So yeah, we've got to stop.
I'll get to the end. I'll get to the end of this fucker, and then how much?
You won't get.
Oh my god! It keeps them going. My god, this fucker keeps them going on. I don't know how much more this one can stand. Oh my god, it doesn't ever stop.
Yeah,
never stops. Help me! It never fucking stops. It just keeps them going.
It's hard.
It's the ride that never ends.
It never stops.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop the YouTube.
I'm gonna take the bleach pill.
So while we do that, and while you guys switch from YouTube to the website, we're all going to drink a little bit of bleach.
Oh, a lot of bleach.
Yeah. So like, while you guys are switching over to aerithradio.co.uk, which should be anyway, to be fair. Yeah, so get over there, and we'll
drink bleach together.
And yeah, we can drink bleach together. There's chat over there too, so go in the chat thing if you want. Also, if you're watching this after it's live, then it's not on Aerith Radio until Tuesday, and then you'll get the recording on Tuesday. Yes. And if you want it before that, then you have to go to Patreon and put in $1, and then you get it right away. So that's sort of how it works. That's how we can keep the servers and shit going. So, yes. Goodbye, YouTubes.